Dawn has put the bunting up that we showed you in the video the other day. Was it the other day? I can't remember. Feel like I'm really losing track of my days. So yeah, we had forest school today. Well, firstly this morning we had Shakespeare Club. It was our last learning session on Romeo and Juliet, because next week is like the roundup / Christmas party session. So yeah, we finished Romeo and Juliet now, which is good. I really love that class. Like we've both, like me and Spudsy, we've both really enjoyed that class. And then in January we move on from, so we finished Romeo and Juliet. In January we move on to Much Ado About Nothing, which is not a play I know anything about. I have never studied that play before, read the play or anything. So yeah, it'll be quite interesting for me, because like I came at it with Romeo and Juliet from like knowing about the story. So yeah, that's really good. So then after Shakespeare Club we drove to forest school, and today, so we always go to forest school like early, we like earlier than the time it starts, and have like a play date, but we didn't go quite as early this week as we normally do. But because it was chilly and because it's Christmas, we all decided, like all of our friends and things, that we'd meet in the park first and have a chip lunch. So one of the parents did the chip shop run for us and came with big bags of chips. So that was really nice, a nice warm lunch in the cold. So it got very, very cold. I think it was like 2 degrees or so when we left home, and it was still icy. And then by the time we got back home again, it was like -1. So chilly. The woods really, really pretty though, in all the ice, really, really pretty. A small one, Wolfie, she when we got there, she was full of excitement and enthusiasm. She loves forest school as well. And she made a wreath, a Christmas wreath, with all the foliage and everything. So yeah, she made a Christmas wreath, which was really nice. I helped her with it. Yeah, so that was really nice. But then after that, she just got cold, and wasn't very happy. Equally wouldn't put her woolly hat on. So we didn't stay and play. No one stayed and played. We normally do, we go and play with our friends, then we do forest school, and then we stay and play for a bit. But it was just too cold, so no one stayed and played today. So yeah, we're home, and I've just got in the microwave, so I've got 2 loads of leftovers. I've got that pasta bake that I did the other day and the sausage casserole that I did yesterday. We've got leftovers of both of them, so I'm just like zapping them, like nuking it in the microwave. I always try and either have leftovers on a Thursday, because Thursdays is pretty a long day for us. It's quite tiring. So I either like cook something out the freezer, or I try and have leftovers. So it's leftovers today. And I need to move this floral arrangement because it is currently taking over. Hang on a minute. Yeah? So, yeah, I need to move that floral display so that we can have dinner. So it's taking over the kitchen. But this room smells absolutely amazing with all the flowers. Thank goodness it's not hay fever time though. Just on Ocado website at the moment doing my Christmas slot. So I just wanted to say, who orders crustless quiche? I'm not judging you if you do, but I'm like, isn't the crust the best bit? Only joking. Only joking, but I was looking for it and I'm going, I'm not ordering crustless quiche. I want all the pastry. But yes, if you can't have pastry or you're on a special diet or something, then I totally get it. I'm not dissing you. But I was like, no way, I want the crust, man. Yeah, so I used to always do my shopping with Ocado, and I used to, pre-pandemic, do my shopping with Ocado, and I used to just do my shopping like as and when we needed it, because it was really easy to do and you could just do it, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, they were really good for us for, because we were mainly I mean, we still are. We are mainly vegan at home. I got interrupted, so chain of thought and all that. Yes. So yeah, but then when the pandemic came along, then it sort of, you know how things got absolutely crazy with shops and stuff. But then I signed up for a smart pass, which I was allowed to get because I was an existing customer and I'd been using them for years. And the reason I used them for years is because back in the day, being like wanting alternative things before like a lot of the other supermarkets kind of did like plant-based stuff, Ocado was the best, and particularly where we live, because we don't live particularly rural, but we live like, we don't get any takeaways that deliver to our house because we're in a village and it's like 15 minutes drive to the nearest town. And so back then, there wasn't that many shops that did home delivery. They do now here, luckily. We still can't get takeaways, but we can get home deliveries. Supermarkets, I think they all come out here now. So I managed to get like a smart pass with Ocado. But the problem with the smart pass is like you had to have a weekly delivery, which, don't get me wrong, was great during the pandemic because it meant that I didn't have to go to the shops and queue outside like a lot of people did. We were really, really grateful for that. Saved a lot of time and a lot of, so we were really grateful for that. But then after things like totally settled down, like I cancelled my smart pass and I cancelled the Ocado because a weekly delivery was just too much for us. We weren't really getting through it, particularly as I also do like the oleo stuff. So I scrapped that so that we just go food shopping when I need food, when we need food basically. And I try and make do with what we've got. I try and like use stuff up so there's no food waste and things. But because I was used to be a regular Ocado customer, I'm still on the list, the VIP list. And so I managed to get a Christmas slot with Ocado. So more often than not, I have been shopping lately with Tesco's. And I tend to if I can help it, I don't go to the supermarkets because my youngest, she thinks that she's playing an episode of Supermarket Sweep when she goes to shops. Very stressful. So if I can help it, I don't go with certainly my youngest. So I tend to do click and collect with Tesco's, and I usually get an early morning slot. So John normally goes for me in the morning and picks it up before work. But yeah, I tried to get a Tesco home delivery for Christmas and I just couldn't get one. But then I never, as I say, I always do click and collect, and I'm not really that good a customer, a regular customer. We shop whenever and wherever we are. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't tend to do, maybe about once a month I'll do like a big shop, and I'll predominantly buy like the pasta and the tins and all that kind of stuff. And so we just literally pop in. And the thing is, because we have an allotment as well, so throughout the summer months, very rarely need veg. Between my oleo collections and our allotment, I haven't really been doing that much shopping, really. So I'm just now, so my Ocado Christmas delivery slot was being held with 2 rather expensive bottles of champagne. And we were having a discussion tonight, John and I, about what we've got coming up over the next month and stuff. And like, talking about budget and money and stuff and what we're doing and all that. And we started talking about like the Christmas food shop, and I was like, oh, bearing in mind we need to save money for the Christmas food shop. And then I thought, you know what, I'm actually going to go on Ocado tonight and populate my basket with the stuff that I actually need and want rather than the champagne, just in case anything should happen that we haven't foreseen. I'd rather get a delivery turn up of food that we can eat than 2 bottles of champagne, because we don't really drink. We certainly don't drink champagne. So yeah, so just what I'm doing. But so I've sort of been making a bit of a list. I know, for a planner, I'm using a piece of scrap paper that was on my desk, which is like pretty crap for a planner, particularly someone who sells Christmas planners. So I'm making a list and checking it twice. So my Ocado is coming on the 22nd of December, and in that I'm putting all the fresh stuff and all the vegetables and things like that we will need for that week. But I'm doing a list of like store cupboard and frozen things, because I'm going to try and do a Tesco shop this week or next. So things like passata, custard powder, almond milk that we have, Christmas pudding. There's some frozen bits that I want for like party food and things. So all of that kind of stuff I'm going to try and do with Tesco's, because Tesco's is a bit cheaper, because the trouble with Ocado is a lot of it's M&S, which is nice, but it is a bit of a luxury. So yeah, so that's the plan. A list of stuff that I can do at Tesco's, and then I'm just doing the fresh stuff. And I was like, do you know what? I haven't had a quiche for a long time, and I just fancied a quiche, because we often do like a buffet of picky bits and things. So yeah, I was just looking at quiches, and I was like, wow, like there was just like so many different quiches. But like, there's this quiche. Oh look, it's £21. It's 1.5 kilos. That's a big quiche. So yeah, obviously I'm limited to like vegetarian quiches, so that narrows it down a bit. I quite fancy a broccoli and pesto, because I'm a big pesto fan. I think that sounds quite nice, but because it's only really me that eats it. John's not that keen. John had food poisoning once from a quiche, and he hasn't really eaten it since. Bless him. Bless his cotton socks. But that's a small quiche. It's £3. It's only 165 grams. Whereas the broccoli, cheese and tomato is 400 grams for £3.50. So, decisions. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm doing this evening. My food. I'm trying to find somewhere where I can prop you up. And the thing is, I can prop you up near to my computer, but then it makes sort of like a whirring noise. So is that okay? Sorry about that. So yeah, I thought like I would just chat to you whilst I do my shopping. So I probably don't always look at the camera properly anyway, my phone, because I'm distracted by my beautiful face. Yeah, if you know, my office is not a pretty sight. So I talked about being vegetarian. We are 100% vegetarian, and at home we are mostly vegan. So I'm just looking like, but I just occasionally we do eat cheese, and I just really fancy some cheese. And I'm just trying to look at, I might have a look on Tesco's actually, because like I like brie. I like a brie and cranberry combo at Christmas. I really like that. John has requested a camembert, because we both like that with some nice toast warmed with some crusty bread. But yeah, I'm just trying to look, because like cheese has quite a long date on it, so I could get that from Tesco's potentially. So I'm just trying to juggle, because like there's an M&S French brie come up, 500 grams for £5. So I'm just trying to look at, yeah, see that Tesco's brie, 470 grams, so almost the same, is £3. So that's £2 cheaper, almost the same weight. I'm not quibbling about 30 grams, but it's £2 cheaper. And I mean, like, £2, but then I'm like, so £2 is quite a bit, because I can buy something else for £2. Like £2 is like a whole product. But then I'm like, how big is 500 grams of brie? I think it's like that. And I'm like, do I need 500 grams of brie? Because if I buy it, I'm gonna eat it. If I buy it, I'm gonna eat it, you know. So Ooh, Tesco's do brie slices. Oh, that's interesting. But that feels like a lot of money. 150 grams for 150 grams, £2.50. Any two for £4. And you only get 6 brie slices. So that seems quite pricey. But the only thing I'm wondering is, so for the difference of £2 is M&S. Oh, I might get that. My daughter would love that. Chocolate and orange swirl spread. That's an M&S. I might get that for her because she likes she loves Nutella. I might get that for her as a treat. Although even though it's a jarred thing, it's an M&S and I don't buy from M&S. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like trying to get the most for my money, but I also... Ooh, my mother-in-law, she gave me some of this. It's Jacquin, goat log flour and honey. So she bought some from a deli and she didn't like it and she gave it to me. It's £3 for 100 grams. I liked it, but I'm not like, wow, that was amazing. So I'm probably not going to buy that. Clementine curd. Sounds nice. I might buy one of those, even though, again, that's a jar. M&S Wensleydale and Winter Fruit Snowflake. So this is one of the things I think you need to be mindful of at Christmas, particularly because this is Wensleydale with fruit in it. But they've made it into the shape of a snowflake and they've put it in Christmas packaging. But 300 grams of Wensleydale on Tesco. Let's have a look. Can't even spell Wensleydale. I should have copied and pasted it. Yeah, I need to copy and paste it. I can't spell Wensleydale for tonight. My brain's like... I think my brain is still frozen from forest school today. Oh, God. Wensleydale. So Wensleydale and cranberries on Tesco's 200 grams is £2. Ooh, Wensleydale white chocolate and orange. Ooh, that's on Tesco's. Ooh, Wensleydale white chocolate and orange is £1 for 100 grams on Tesco's. Just saying. Just saying. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. So 300 grams on M&S is £6.50 in the shape of a snowflake. 200 grams, slightly different fruits, slightly different. 200 grams is £2.20 on Tesco's. So, and again, there's a really nice like olive selection on Ocado, which is, again, it's an M&S. Really nice packaging. Different coloured olives. Looks beautiful. But it's quite expensive. So I think, you've got to be wary. Like, if you're making a hamper for someone, that would be really, really nice to include. Ooh, puff pastry Christmas trees. That looks nice. So I'm trying to work out. So the brie, for example, yes, it's £2 cheaper than Tesco's. So you've got an M&S own and Tesco's own. So the M&S is £2 cheaper, but what's the quality like? Is it worth paying? This is a question to you. Is it worth paying the extra £2 for the taste and quality, or is there no difference? Do you know what I mean? Let me know, because the trouble is, like, all of these cheeses on Ocado. I am also looking in because I'm not sure what I wanted. I'm not sure what I wanted, so I'm actually looking at the in the Christmas range. They've put a cheese and charcuterie board section together. And so I might actually be looking at the more expensive stuff. So I've just typed in brie. Okay, so 200 grams of brie on Ocado. The President one is 200 grams. 200 grams is £2.16. And Tesco's own. Oh, Tesco's. So it's £2.55 for the President brand on Tesco's. So I'll order a small brie off of Ocado, and therefore I will have less. Therefore, I will not eat it. Because I would be very tempted to eat it. That's the problem. If it's in the house. Camembert. So I've already got the chutney. You saw that the other day. Oh, so the camembert, that's absolutely fine. Same price. We've got the President at £1.99. 250 grams. So I'm going to buy that. Yeah, get that. I like a Stilton. I do like a Stilton. The rest of the family don't like me having a Stilton because they're not so keen on my breath after a Stilton, you know. So I'm sharing too much, aren't I? Sharing way too much. Ooh, that sounds nice. Harrods Stilton and walnut biscuits, £4. No, I don't think so. I'll get some Stilton from M&S. So I'm looking at puff pastry Christmas trees. All butter puff pastries made with Emmental cheese and onion. Oh, I reckon that's only gonna be me that would eat them. So no. I'm gonna get some Boisson. They've got a trio, shallot and chives, cranberry and pepper, and garlic and herbs. That's £3.50. Let's have a look on the old Tesco Majobby. So actually, I've ended up buying the cheese from Tesco, haven't I? Okay, I can't see Boisson Christmas. Let's just search for Boisson. Very 80s old Boisson. £3 for that on Tesco's. £3.50 Ocado. I might just actually buy it with Ocado, and then I know I've got it. I'm tempted to buy some figs. I do like a fig, actually. That's quite nice for a cheese board, isn't it? Fig. I probably should buy some cheddar. I might buy cheddar from I might buy cheddar from Tesco's. Let's write that in here, because just buy our regular cheddar, you know. And I need some mozzarella for our pizzas. We always have mozzarella on our pizzas. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I am an overthinker, everybody. So woo, go overthinkers. I'm an overthinker, so I'm probably like spending, you know, way too much time thinking about this. My minimum order with Ocado for delivery at Christmas is £90. I'm up to £67 already. So far I've ordered figs, I've ordered apples for the kids because like they get through so many apples. I've ordered Brussels sprouts. Now I've ordered 2 lots of our roasty vegetables, because as I said in my video the other day, a roast is actually the one meal that everybody in the family will eat. And we're going to be around, and it's cheap, so I'm going to do loads of roasted. So I've ordered roasties, so I could actually probably do with some more stuffing actually. So I ordered Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, kale for Florence, carrots, green beans, cucumber. We get through so many cucumbers in this house. And then I've ordered some cheeses, some cream and a quiche. And then I need to take off the Christmas pudding because that's going to be cheaper. I've ordered a Viennetta. I might order my frozen stuff actually, because I've put in M&S mulled fruit infusion tea bags because I thought that sounded nice. and I've sneakily snuck in a bottle of gin, spiced sugar plum, the light up snow globe gin. I bought one of those for myself last year. Oh my gosh, that's the point. I need to put tonic water on my list. I'm going to write this out nicely because it's getting a bit cray-cray. Yeah, so I'm so far, I'm up to £63.38. So yeah, I'm just trying to like, trying to juggle. I mean, the shop's only shut for one day, isn't it? You know, it's not crazy, but equally, I don't really want to go shopping. I don't go shopping at the best of times, let alone at Christmas. So what else do I need? Oh, the big winter sale. Oh, I don't need any of that, do I? Do I? No, I don't need any of that. Yeah, so I'm just trying to prioritise the fresh stuff, but I think I've probably... Oh, clementines. It's not Christmas without clementines, is it? No, I'm gonna get some grapes as well to go with the old cheese board. And my kids like grapes as well, so it's not like it's not gonna get used. We've decided this year not to have a starter on Christmas Day. I need to text my sister-in-law actually, see if I need to bring anything, but we're going to I think we're still going. We'll see. Yeah. Like family members are going through some stuff at the moment, so I mean, it's not my story to tell, so I'm not going to tell you guys. So yeah, some family members are going through some stuff at the moment. So the theory was we were all getting together on Christmas Eve for a shindig. John's family. Need to check whether that is still going on and if I need to bring anything for that. And then Christmas Day, we're on our own, like our family unit of 4. And like, there's a lot of food, isn't it? I want to make Christmas special, but equally, like, I mean, the other year we did a starter and we were full. After we'd eaten our starter, we were full. I can't even remember what it was now. It was like I think it was an avocado and melon salad thing. Remember there being avocado. And we were full. And we were full after the starter. And then having a roast dinner. You know, it was full. The kids weren't interested. They'd lost interest at being up at the table. And we're all really full. So this year we have decided to scrap the starter. Oh, that's the point. I was going to look at some pate, some veggie pate, and see, because I was thinking of maybe getting in some pate, some veggie pate. Beetroot and horseradish spread. Well, that's classed as pate. Red pepper and cashew spread. That sounds nice. Roasted mushroom pate, black olive pate. And none of them really float my boat, really. I'm not like pumped about them. Because I was thinking about, like, got bread. We could, if we suddenly on Christmas Day fancied a starter, if I had some pate, we could do pate on toast, but not really that terribly excited by that prospect, actually. Yeah, so I've been waffling for ages. Thanks for doing my shopping with me. Thanks for being with me on my it's changed. There we go. So I'm looking at party food because we'll still have a buffet at some point. Anywho, I'm gonna like crack on now because otherwise I'm gonna spend ages. Not that I don't like talking to you. This is gonna take me ages if I talk to you. So I'm going.